East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UCONN Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the South Florida Bulls taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UCONN Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bulls will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Connecticut's offense comes onto the field first today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wants to throw. It's McDaniel. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Bulls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up.
Taking a shot on the first play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Bulls are rolling down the field. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, South Florida. Great job by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
7, UCONN, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Cruz. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UConn offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quickly to the tight end. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Sends it back in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is
just steamrolling the defense. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Calls his own number. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
And it's really tough in that 4th and medium range because you're still thinking pass defensively, and they're late reacting to the run. How about the play call to be able to call the run with confidence, execute it? Nice job by the offense getting the 4th down conversion. First down, new set of downs.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. You let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USF. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And he's going to try to... And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. And the Bulls will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bulls. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
UConn going back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Motion from the back. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to pass, it's McDaniel. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. UConn will have to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Bulls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Pocket breaking down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's McDaniel. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle. It's Fareed. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This UConn offense really has it going. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Fareed. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. He'll get rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Got the quick completion.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. A designed run for the quarterback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Power football with the run. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Florida. He's into his happy place, the end zone, and he's been very, very happy because he's been there regularly in the first half.
Yeah, most people are happy with, several touchdowns in a season, but you just feed him and he keeps getting in the end zone, keeps piling up touchdowns. Those stats are just climbing up and up and up. Thank your offensive lineman. Take him out to dinner tonight.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mat.
It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. Taylor wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. Got enough space. Touchdown, USF. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. fires to the tight end. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last pop.
Oh, he's getting ahead of touchdown, Husky. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 10 over Michigan. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Got a little space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for room. It's Moulton. Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught over the middle. It's Ford. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Set to kick this one away.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UConn going back to work on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Looking downfield, it's McDaniel. Thanks to grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle, it's Fareed. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Turning on the Jets. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown Huskies. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
UCONN 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Taylor wants to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Bring in the heat. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get the...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
They found a way to get him the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Good right down the boulevard. Are forced to settle for 3. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the 1st down and more. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, USF.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Taylor wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
USF, number 17.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll try it again. Quick step and go. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Here comes the heat. That's reeled in. It's Williams. On the move at the 30. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Bulls are marching down the field. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rocks of war here, Paul.
If it ain't.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's McDaniel. The sure hands, it's Horn.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Still on his feet at the 45. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Bulls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give on the inside. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, South Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Florida, 66. UConn, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give from the gun. Got the 1st down and more.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we've got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's McDaniel. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
He splits the upright. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline.
Turning it on! Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Tosses it incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, USF.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
South Florida, 73. UConn, 20.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. To the air, it's McDaniel. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He might want another play. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, and it's picked off. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Leaves it with the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Walton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. The give to the back. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Huskies kept his drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's the handoff. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It is good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Pressure coming. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run.
He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulls. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The UConn offense goes back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 11 on to kick it away.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Boyd. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing...
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 2nd down after that incompletion. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works.
The sneak scores it. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
UConn going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throwing right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the 1st down. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. UConn will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. He unleashes a long one. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulls.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. UConn will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Makes a move. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field, on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Going for it all. Touchdown, South Florida. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Rides the back and leaves it. Plows through the defense.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
First and goal, USF.
Finds his big tight end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The run from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the party each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, they've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.